There's no place like home, and I think I speak for a lot of us when I say that, Sedanine, it feels like home. This is the place where we start the game, where so many of us have begun this grand, intoxicating adventure that is Morrowind. It holds just a special place in our hearts and has engraved a certain feeling there, I think, over the years. And, that's perhaps why there's been so many mods that have sought to overhaul, redesign, and expand Sedanine. And, that brings me to today's mod of the day, because today we're taking a look at Cozy Sedanine by Micah. To my mind, there is no mod that has quite achieved the enhancement of the unique feeling that is Sedanine as a Cozy Sedanine here. It isn't a drastic major overhaul or anything of that nature, but rather it's a mod that, expands and enhances that unique feeling of this frontier swampy settlement where we start the game. And it is an overhaul in the traditional sense of the word. It includes a lot of new clutter, a lot of new detailing, and things of that nature. But it does so in a fashion that I think it enhances Sedanine's unique atmosphere, charm, and coziness. And, that really embraces its unique, setting here. This includes a lot of elements to enhance that setting, such as a lot of flora, like potted plants, mushrooms, ferns, moss, and these really scenic marshmallow groves that you'll find all along the coast around Sedanine, and they make an excellent visual addition. There's also a handful of new shacks, including a new shack that you can use as a player home, and two more that are used for set dressing. And one of the elements I really love about Cozy Sedanine is it adds a lot of things that make Sedanine come alive, like rowboats, fishing piers, baskets full of shellfish, things you'd expect to find in a fishing settlement. And this makes Sedanine feel more like a living, breathing town, like the sort of place we imagined it to be when Morrowind first came out, years ago, back in 2002. We used our imagination to imagine this as a living, breathing place, and Cozy Sedanine makes that more of a reality. And I would highly recommend checking this mod out. It is absolutely breathtakingly beautiful and stunning. But anyway, that is our mod of the day. So, as always, I've been your host, Dark Elf Guy. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, happy modding, and I'll see you all next time.